Hey guys, TechGeekHD here again with another video, and today I have my top 5 games for iPhone 5S, iPhone 5C, and iPhone 5. So without any further ado, let's get straight on into the video. Alright guys, so the first game that we're going to start with here is actually called, let me open up my games folder and show you guys. It is actually called Where's My Water 2. Now for those of you who know the Where's My Water series, it is a fairly successful game series, a puzzle game, more of like a strategy, physics-based game from Disney. And of course over here I do have the first iteration of Where's My Water, but Where's My Water 2 actually brings a couple more interesting features and gameplay elements that I think that a lot of you guys are probably going to find fairly interesting and fun to play. So I'm just going to turn down the volume here a little bit because I don't want to like bug you guys too much. So let's turn down the volume. You guys will still probably be able to hear a little bit of the gameplay. But as you guys can see, the graphics do look very nice. It's a colorful, cheerful game. Now, as you guys can see over here, it's probably just downloading an update or something, but I'm going to hit play anyway. And as you guys can see, this game is basically centered around this little crocodile here, and he wants to take a shower, but he cannot because he does not have enough water. So what we're going to do here is going to come to one of these levels, and I'm just going to try to open one up and show you guys what it's like. Now basically there is a source of water over here, and what you guys basically have to do is get the water all the way down to this crocodile. Now you will encounter multiple different little things over here, such as this little part over here where you have to learn how to manage your water and get a little bit into there to open up this pathway, and then have enough water left for your little crocodile over here to take a shower. And if you can, you will probably get some bonus points if you guys can collect these 3 rubber ducks in each level. So let's start. Basically you're going to try to dig a little hole out of this and not let all the water go through there. But as you guys can see, a little of the water is draining out. So I'm going to make this little area over here, and so as you guys can see, I've got the little duck there, and there is still some water here, which I'm going to try to bring down to be able to retain as much fluid or as much of this water as I can. Now I'm going to open up the second gate here, and a lot of that water has been taken there, and I don't want it all to flow out. So what I'm going to do is open this part up here to get the duck, and try to leave enough water for Swampy here to take a shower. And as you guys can see, I did manage to complete the level, and just barely. I did also get all 3 ducks, so that is a bonus for me. But yeah, that's basically how you play this game. As you keep going, the levels progress, they get harder and more difficult to play. There's more obstacles, less water, and other things that you have to look out to avoid, etc. Alright guys, the next game that I'm going to be showing you guys is called Plants vs. Zombies 2. Now this, much like Where's My Water 2, is actually free and available in the App Store, and is actually a successor to a very popular game called Plants vs. Zombies. Now this game actually is called It's About Time, where basically you go back in time and try to continue doing all these levels. As you guys can see here, the graphics are really nice. It's called Plants vs. Zombies 2 again, and basically what the aim of this game is to stop all the zombies from getting to your house. Now there are a plethora of different plants available that have different superpowers, different strengths, etc. And you guys have to collect these suns and try to plant plants here with different strategies. As you guys can see, this does get to be a fairly complicated game. Now I am more than likely going to lose this level because I am actually sitting behind a camera and trying to show you guys. But as you guys can see, you have all these plants over here on the left side, and each one of them performs a different function. Now you have to collect sun from sunflowers or falling sunlight from the top to try to regain more points to collect all these plants. And once you do that, you will probably be able to get these zombies somehow or another and stop them from entering your house, which is all the way on the left. Now this is one of those levels where I'm back in ancient Egypt, which is why this game is called It's About Time, because they do go back in time and try to find this dude's taco. It's a long story, but you guys probably will enjoy playing this game. I know I really did, and I'm not a very big iOS gamer, but this is one of those games that has really got me addicted and playing 24/7. Alright guys, the next game I'm going to be showing you guys is called Giant Boulder of Death. Now this game actually did come out fairly recently, and it is currently in its Halloween edition. Now here we go, I'm opening up the game. It is made by a company called Pickpock. It is actually pretty nice, the graphics look good, and overall it is a really nice game where you kill basically a lot of time. Now you do have this video right at the start which does show you what the aim of the game is, and basically it is very simple. What you're going to do is, you're this big boulder, you're playing as a boulder running down a hill, and what you do is tilt your device side to side to be able to destroy stuff in your path, and that basically is the entire objective of the game, to be able to get these coins and to kill as many things as possible. Now there are also little obstacles here, like these little walls, which you have to avoid, because if you hit one of them, as I'm going to demonstrate here, your boulder is going to destroy itself, and basically that is the end of the gameplay for you. And again, as like all the other games before it, as you keep progressing in levels, you actually do encounter more obstacles, but you also do get more power-ups and things like that, which do help you to destroy more things in your path. And overall, this is a very fun game. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for a couple seconds just to show you guys what it's like. So and of course you guys can connect it to your various social networks. Now there are of course a couple of advertisements every once in a while, but nothing that's very distracting from the gameplay, since this is actually a free game. It's not like you actually have to pay for anything, and there's like basically very few advertisements in the game, so it shouldn't really distract you too much from getting to the main point. So what you do is basically tilt your device from side to side, try to get all of these trees, and then of course there are going to be little houses and things, there's people, there's animals, and there are of course these things that you have to avoid. But if you get these houses and things, you get more points. As you guys can see, your points bar does build up on the left side, and overall this is a very addicting game. I don't really know what else I can say about it, since it is very simple. It follows in the guidelines of a lot of the most popular applications on the App Store, in the case that it is very simplistic, it's free, and it does keep you addicted for a fairly long amount of time while you're playing the game, and I would definitely recommend it. Alright guys, the next game I'm going to be showing you guys is called Super Hexagon. Now this is available in the App Store, and this is a paid game. This of course is also available on Android, where I actually first discovered this game, and it is one of those games that is pretty challenging. It's very frustrating. It's a fast-paced game, and basically what you're this little arrow, and you touch the left and right side of the screen to try to avoid hitting any of the walls. Now again, as the levels progress, these hexagons turn into pentagons and things that are smaller. They even turn into squares, and basically, as you guys saw right there, I hit one of the walls and I did lose the game. Now the aim of the game is to sustain yourself as long as you can without hitting any of these walls as they close in on you, and as the game progresses, this does get faster and more frustrating, and you guys can keep a track of your time in the top right hand corner of the actual screen while you're playing. Now this game is very addictive, and one of the things that I would have liked to see is if there was a free version available, but this game is a paid only game. I think it costs $2.99 in the App Store, but the fact that it is so addictive is what actually convinced me into buying this game, because I did used to have it on Android, and I really do like this game and recommend it to anyone looking for a game where you can kill time, is not too expensive, and does look really nice on your device regardless of what device you're playing the game on. Alright guys, finally the last game that I have to show you guys has actually been out on the App Store for a fairly long time, and if a lot of you haven't actually heard of this, I don't really know what's wrong with you, because it is a wonderful game. It is made by the same creators as Angry Birds, which is an ever popular game. It's turned itself into a company and a huge enterprise, and I think that this game should have taken off as well, and it is called Tiny Wings. Now I have always enjoyed playing this game. I really do like these physics-based games with really nice graphics and gameplay stories. Now with the latest versions of Tiny Wings 2, you do get more levels and things like that, but basically what the aim of the game is that you are this bird who has trouble flying, and so you're going to use gravity to try to push yourself and propel yourself and try to beat the other birds. Now, this is it may look slightly complicated, but the topic and the main concept of the game is very simple. You just touch down on the screen to tighten his wings up so that he does pull down, or gravity does pull down harder on him, and then let go when you're at the top of the hill to try to take flight. Now of course you are going to get obstacles like these where there are little puddles of water and things like that, which do actually slow you down, and you guys can see your progress down here, but essentially this game is very fun. It's helped me kill a lot of hours sitting at the store waiting for my mom to finish her clothes shopping or whatever it was that she was doing. I got really bored and annoyed, and it doesn't really use up too many resources. It's not a very power intensive game, but it is something that is going to keep you guys addicted for a very long time, and is probably going to keep you guys from getting bored. Anyway guys, that does about conclude this video. If you guys enjoyed it, it would be awesome if you guys could leave the video a like rating by hitting the little thumbs up button in the bottom left hand corner of this video. And for more videos like these, as well as other unboxings, reviews, tutorials, and much more, please do remember to subscribe. It only takes a second, it's free, and will keep you up to date with all my latest HD content. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching, and as always, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.